Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Let's Play Everybody Wants Some by Van Halen. And in the last episode, we were talking about stuff. We're going to continue to talk about some more stuff. That's what we do here. I personally never liked this Van Halen song. I don't know what it is about it. I just can't get down with it. Like, I understand what it's going for and what it's trying to do and say, but it's not me, man. I'm sorry, David Lee Roth. It's just not me. Love that guitar though, man. That's true. Ah, dang it. Yeah. But everybody wants some. Want some too. Everybody wants some. Baby, how about you? Looking for a movie. Jet stream. Everybody wants some. I want some too. Oh yeah. Everybody wants some. How about you? I'm sorry. Got out of sync with it. Close I've ever got to getting that solo. It's amazing what you do with a whammy bar, man. I like when the line runs up the back of the stockings. I've always liked those kind of high heels too, you know. No, don't take them off. Leave them on. Yeah, that's it. A little more to the right. Excuse me, game. Everybody needs some. much I pay for it.
I think, now I might just be crazy here, but I think at the very end of this song, I think they cut it out. But whatever version I have, I think I took it off my iPod because I just don't really like it. Is it Everybody Wants Some? Let's see, everybody. Yeah, I still got it on my iPod, even though I don't particularly like this song. I think at the end of it, Dave actually says the F word. You have to listen to it, but of course it wouldn't be in the video game. But I'm pretty sure on the recording, it's like really low and in the back. It's kind of like that little you hear before Back in Black starts. It's really subtle, and you gotta really listen, or you gotta really crank it up. And it's as it's fading out, I'm pretty sure there's an F-bomb in that song. That little break you heard right there where it's like, come on, Dave, give it a break or whatever he said. Like I could just see him in the studio, whatever studio they were using there, and like Dave singing his part and whoever, probably Eddie, says, Dave, take a break, and then Dave comes back. There's something awesome about hearing like fantastic musicians just have fun in like a music studio, and it end up in the recording, kind of like James Hetfield's laugh at the end of whatever song it was. I can't remember. It was it wasn't on the Some Kind of Monster documentary, but it looked like it was, but I don't think it. Maybe it was, and it was cut out, and there's like a different edit of that documentary. But there's some Metallica song that has James Hetfield's laugh at the end of it, and it was his guitar pickup that caught his laugh, which is crazy. And I think it ended up in the record, or on the record, I should say. I always like little things like that. But anyway, you really got me now. First Spirit on Guitar Hero 2. Back again in Van Halen. You really got me now.
You got me so I don't know what I'm doing. Girl, you really got me now. You got me so I can sleep at night. Girl, you really got me now. You got me so I don't know where I'm going, yeah. Oh yeah, you really got me now. You got me so I can sleep at night. You really got me. Oh, you really got me. Oh, you really got me. Please don't ever let me be. I only wanna be by your side. Please don't ever let me be. I only wanna be by your side.
That's not any easier.
Now you got me so I don't know what I'm doing, yeah. Oh yeah, you really got me now. Got me so I can sleep at night. You really got me. You really got me. You really got me. Oh yeah, yeah.
Oh, man. It's the closest I ever got to hitting that with one hand. Well, I never hit with two hands, so that's the closest I've ever got. I mentioned it in the last Guitar Hero video, not Van Halen, but whatever Guitar Hero did before, Guitar Hero 5, that I really loved the way Van Halen takes advantage of tap notes and really like akins it to Eddie's style. I think that really shines in this game. I couldn't tell you which one I like more, this version or Guitar Hero 2's version. Guitar Hero 2's version's a lot easier. I am close to F-ing that than I am this one. But as far as being modern, like obviously this one is a lot more modern. Makes more sense on the highway, but I don't know, I prefer both of them. They each have a special time in my life. I mean, isn't life special all the time? Smiley Face. God, this is probably the biggest Van Halen song. I get up.
And nothing gets me down. You got it tough. I've seen the toughest around. And I know, baby, just how you feel. You got to roll with the punches and get to what's real. I can't you see me standing here? jump, jump. Go ahead and jump. Might as well jump, jump. Go ahead and jump.
And here goes the FC. I don't know what it is about tap stairways that just completely screw me, man. Oops, sorry. Guitar Hero Van Halen is a lot smarter than it looks. But definitely probably the most famous Van Halen song. I mean, it's just that keyboard riff. It captures everything that was the 1980s. And what a better band, you know, than Van Halen to write it. That yellow and black striped guitar that was just showed, I'm pretty sure that was a guitar that was buried with Dimebag Darrell. I don't know 100%, but I think either that was the one or one that was modeled like it. Man, Dimebag, that's a whole other thing. I'm so glad we got some Pantera in the next Guitar Hero, even if it's just one song. God, this song too, man. Like, this song came out in '98, but I remember it being a popular song when I was in either middle school or high school. So it must have had like a resurgence around the 2006 to 2008 time because everyone was listening to this song, man. All right. God, just takes you right back, doesn't it? And all the girlies say I'm pretty fly for a white guy.
You know it's kind of hard just to get along today. Our subject isn't cool, but he thinks it anyway. He may not have a clue and he may not have style, but everything he lacks.
Well, he makes up with denial. Nice. It's the only animation in every Guitar Hero where a guitar is flipped. Didn't have ice cubes, but they sent Vanilla Ice. Yo, VIP. Let's kick it. Dang, I got a phone call. It scared me, man. You ever had your phone sitting in your lap and when it vibrates, you feel like somebody shocked you? Ah, why can't I hit that, man? Drives me crazy. Yeah. Hang on just a second, ladies and gentlemen. There's this feature on OBS. I've been looking for a reason to try it. Apparently, you can pause the recording. Let's see if this works. Hang on just one. Alrighty. Hopefully that pause feature worked. I've never used it before. It's been about 5 minutes. Maybe 5 minutes and one return phone call later. God, I got 2 missed calls in the time that I was at. God, these people, man, they just kill me. They think I don't have anything else to do but wait around the phone for them to call. Screw that, man. I've got better things to do. I gotta eat sometime. Say what? Somebody wants. Never mind. I'm sorry. Now, for the longest time, I thought this song was written by Journey. But it's not. You know, Brian May is one of those guitar players that's actually really... He's really intimidating. Like, the way he sees and the way he hears music and the way he applies it to the instrument. I don't want to say it's unorthodox, but it's just... You just got to know about music and the way Brian May really... First time I ever hit that solo, man. This might be the first 100% I've ever got on this song. As long as there's not another crazy solo somewhere, which there might be. Man, 100% on I Want It All. That's... I don't think that's bad playing, but, you know. If only I could have done this on my main profile. That would be something to shake a stick at. Anyway, welcome back to Let's Play Van Halen, ladies and gentlemen. God, Deep Purple, man, it's like a love-hate relationship, me and them. I think it's their tone. It's kind of like with Aerosmith. I just don't like what they got going on. Like, each member is very talented, or was very talented. Some of them are dead now. I don't know, it's... I'm not gonna deny what they've done for rock and roll and I guess blues and whatnot, but what was their guitar player? Richie Blackmore. Like, he's done a lot for the instrument and the progress of rock and roll, so I'm not knocking them for that. I just don't dig their sound, man. Sorry, I kind of fumbled my fingers there on the right hand. Note to self, English muffins and Guitar Hero do not mix. Oh man, look, that's one of the things, you know. Because I had that green held down, and this isn't Guitar Hero 3. It's really the only song that kind of screws me on that. And if I remembered, you know, but I never play this song very much. Yeah. Deep Purple's cool. I mean, Highway Star. I do like that one. Obviously, Smoke on the Water. Every guitar player has heard that song. But I don't know if it's just the way their music is mixed, and maybe that's the way they wanted it mixed. It just seems too overtony and too bassy. It's like Richie Blackmore's guitar just doesn't really stand through, or he needs to just like, or needed to turn the treble up just a little bit. I don't know. I don't know. Some people say Deep Purple is amazing and sounds the way they were supposed to, and that's fine, and it's true. I'm glad they do. It's just for me, it's just not high-endy enough. But anyway, thank you for watching. I'm Keep doing this. Cats, kittens, just a second. Keep it real, and peace.